Hi guys, it's Little Moonbean here. I have a special project today. My sister-in-law really likes Disney, specifically Minnie and Mickey. So she really likes these vans that have Minnie on them, and I'm gonna try to do something a little similar to what she's looking for. So let's see. So these are the shoes that I purchased. And I got them from Walmart, and they were $6 or $5.87. So they're pretty inexpensive shoes, but I think they'll do the job. So let me get started. So I've got Mickey kind of sketched out. I'm still working on it, but for now I'm liking the way it's turning out. So I just need to keep working on it, and I'll define it with probably like a pen or something in a moment. But in the back here, I've got Mickey, and then on the back of this one, you can see Minnie's bow and her ears, and so that's where I'm at the moment. Okay, so I'm working on his body. I did the little boot. I'm trying to be cautious because I want, if I make mistakes, I want to be able to go back and fix them. So I'm doing the outline first, and then going in and coloring in the body. And I'm going to be very careful doing the tail, because it's pretty thin. And like I said, when you put the marker to the fabric, it bleeds in or bleeds out. So you have to kind of go on the inside and then anticipate where it's going to bleed through. Trying to be really careful. And then I can go back once I've got it all done and it's dried a little, and I'll, clean up the lines a little. So this is the part where I'm a little hesitant. So I want to be careful that I don't, because I've drawn different lines to see what I like better, because I'm not really sure. I feel like that looks a little funny. So I don't want Mickey to look like he has a giant butt, but just gotta be really careful. And that's not quite, there we go. So I'm gonna do his head first. You want to make sure that if you get any on your hand, you don't rub it anywhere else, because then you got a whole another issue. I mean, I will show you how to go back over those mistakes, but for now, I'm going to try not to make any of them. I'm also got my fingers on the inside of the shoe, like just to hold it, so it's more flat surface and it's not pushing in, because then I'll get all mess up probably. Oh dang. So I'm gonna go and try to do the other ear now. Mickey Mouse has pretty big ears. He is a mouse. Actually, I don't know if mice have big ears, but this one does. So, and I want to make sure that everything is really good and inked in, because I don't know how fast this marker will fade. Okay. So let's see. Kind of looks like a bird. There we go. That's better. So that's Mickey. I'm gonna go and clean him up a little bit. And there's the back. I don't know if you can. There you go. So I'm still working on it, but I'd say, you know, that's a pretty good start. Okay, so Minnie is a little different. I drew her out and I drew her head as if she didn't have the bow on. And then I went ahead and added the bow over it, and then I'm just gonna work around, and I'm not gonna color in the black in the bow because the black will show through the red and I don't want that. So I'm just going to, if I was using maybe like acrylics or something, it would probably be fine, but I'm not using paint, I'm using fabric markers, so we're just gonna go ahead and be really careful in this area, but we'll go ahead and start feet up just like we did with Mickey. And her shoes are a little more of a high heel. Not really, but... But I also want to keep in mind that the rubber is there and not get any of the black on the rubber. Like I said, it could be a problem. I'm sure like nail polish remover would take it out, but I don't want to have to do that. So just really careful. And her shoe looks great. Okay, I'm gonna move on to her leg. It seems also like if I do a small area, you know, at first, and then move on to a larger area, it also helps me, you know, make sure I've gotten enough ink in that one place, because I don't, eventually this marker will fade, and if it's not a consistent amount of ink pretty much everywhere, then it probably will fade a little strange, you know. So we want to try to avoid that. Alright, let's go ahead and do the tail. Alright, this is gonna be fun. Try to get it so I can show you guys. Okay, perfect. Alright, and then her head, and here's where like I said before, I want to be careful because the bow is here and I don't want to get any of the black in the red or where I might have the reds, and I'm still kind of trying to decide, you know, where I want things to go, so I'm going to be pretty careful about all that. And then if I need to go back and fix it up, then I can do that later or in a moment. I don't know if you can hear Luke and the boys playing video games in the living room, but they are being quite loud. Very loud. That's okay though. They're having fun. Alright, so let's see. Let's do her ear. Okay, so there's one. And then the bow kind of sits right on her head here, but I'm just gonna kind of leave myself some space in case I want to make the bow bigger. And then I'll go back and fix it. I'm gonna go ahead and do her nose. I don't want it to be too
beakish. She is not a bird. So, actually also, I'm going to go over and do the red because I'm afraid that if I get any of the black in a space where, like I said before, where the red should be, that I'm going to have problems. So I'm just going to do the red and then I'm going to go back. Okay, so I wanted to show you guys real quick how I was going about doing the bow, because Minnie has these white dots in the red bow. So I went ahead and did the outline of the bow, and then I drew circles. And basically I'm just going to color around the circles and leave the inside of the circle white, obviously, and then I've got my polka dots. So I'm going to do that and see how it turns out, and then I'm going to finish on the front. Okay, so I did the back, and I need to actually add the crease lines with some black, but I want to do that last. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the front of the shoe with the red. Black is still wet, so it might be worth it if you are in no rush to let it dry. Okay, so there's the outline, and I'm just gonna make the circles just like I did for the back of the shoe. Okay, then I'm gonna go ahead and color it in. And I probably didn't do quite enough of the white circles for her bow. So, yeah, probably not, but, Okay, and okay, I want to go through and add the rest of her ear up here. If you had like a fine tip marker, because these are kind of a blunt, you could go through and do her crease lines here, but I'm afraid that if I do that I'm gonna mess it up, so I'm just gonna do them in the back here. Alright, and that's what it looks like. Could probably go through an outline, but again, I'm not really comfortable with, you know, without the, like a fine tip marker. I'm afraid that I'm going to mess it up too much, so I think I will just leave it the way it is. And I'd say they look pretty decent. I'm gonna go through and fix up a little spots where there's mistakes, but other than that, I'd say like they came out pretty good. So, and there's the back, and there's the front.
So I hope you guys liked this video. I think they came out pretty good, and I'm pretty excited to give them to her. She's gonna like them, I think, so. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them in the box below, and if you like this video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, and also if you want to see more, go ahead and subscribe. All right, have a good day.